So if you guys are here on this video because of this post, we're gonna read you the questions right now. The post has been up for approximately 14 minutes. We already have 212 comments. We're gonna answer your questions right now. It should be a really good time, but first, we got a package right here.
So we had a kid send us this package and it was to our P.O. box. So if you don't know where our P.O. box address is, it's in the description of every single Undialed video. It's inside. Ooh. The note on the shirt says, "Hi Clayton, you gave me this at Nitro World Games. That was dope. And could you shout me out and give me a follow on Instagram at Noah Ross?" Right there. Go give him a follow. No caps or spaces. I've been sub since the house tour and first met you when you were filming Sponsored by Ravioli. I'm your biggest fan. Sick. Thanks, man.
We're gonna bleach some shirts. When you're bleaching shirts, I'm not really gonna go too into it. We have already made a video on this, on like how to do it. Basically, the whole premise of this video is doing a Q&A. So while I'm dyeing shirts or while I'm bleaching shirts, Glenn's gonna be asking me questions, and I'm gonna ask him some questions as well. All right, guys. So these shirts that we are bleaching today are shirts that are available on the website. So we got some teal ones right here. We got some black ones. Got some dark blue ones. So yeah, these ones are not available, but we're gonna be bleaching these ones. And then these gray ones as well with the stitching right here. Clayton's doing a windbreaker. Got some more hats right here. Let's get to it. But since we're doing a bleaching video, we're gonna do black first because it obviously looks the sickest on black. Guys, if you don't know what it looks like, just stay tuned because it's about to get crazy up in here. All of our shirts now, if you have not ordered an Undialed shirt, you're not part of the club. I'm just joking. No, but if you haven't ordered an Undialed shirt, they all come in these nice little plastic baggies, so I'm gonna rip this right now. We got a nice medium black shirt right here. Let me just tell you about these shirts before I ruin it right now. These shirts come with a nice little tag on here. These are the first Undialed shirts to do this. They have a funny, nice little back tag back here. The only problem with bleaching these shirts is this back tag might get kind of hard to see because it is white, and we're gonna be making the shirt white in areas. It might get kind of lost. But anyway, this is the first shirt. I'm gonna lay it down, twist it in the middle, like so. Got my vortex of a shirt right here. I'm gonna bite this off MacGyver style. MacGyver? So we got another bag right here. This one is to drop the shirts that are like soaked in bleach onto it. But basically, I got my shirt right here. Doesn't look like much since we're doing like a bleach or a tie-dye type thing. It's not really like squares and straight lines, so it can kind of be messy or however you want it. You're really just doing random designs at the end of the day. So I'm just gonna be pouring some bleach on this, and it's gonna change some colors. Then I'm gonna throw it in this baggie. Stay tuned for this video. While the Q&A is watch the Q&A. And then at the end of this video, we're gonna reveal all the shirts and show them, so you'll be able to see what you're looking at before you buy them. And we'll go to undialed.co. Check them out right now if you want to. Yeah, go do that.
Will and I have already done a Q&A before, and so I'm not gonna read aloud the ones that we've already answered, like the more typical questions. So I'm gonna be going through trying to ask him the more, I guess, edgy questions. All right, first one. When did White Trash Willie find out he wanted to be street?
Oh man. Okay, so I found out that I wanted to be street. For you guys that don't know, I used to live in Denver, Colorado. And yes, there's very, very, very good skate parks there. I actually started scootering in Denver, Colorado. So I know a lot of the Colorado guys, but basically, I didn't have any skate parks near my house. None at all. So I just rode things outside of my house. And I skateboarded for a few years before I started scootering. That's how I got into fingerboarding. That's how I got into all that. So I skateboarded for a while, and basically, I would just ride things around me. As cliche as that sound, as much as you hear that, I'm being straight with you guys. I literally just did ride my skateboard around, and I learned skateboarding tricks, which are grinds. My next door neighbor had a rail, so I used his rail. I got into fingerboarding. A lot of fingerboarding is grind. So I really feel like that's the reason that I have a street style. Is just it's what I've kind of always grown up with riding. I've never really had big ramps. I've never really had box jumps. I haven't grown up with that kind of stuff. So all that kind of stuff is really new to me. It's really fun though. I have to say, people are always like, well, you're so street, but I'm like, I ride park more than I ride street, to be honest.
All right, so it seems to be my turn, and I have the same amount of shirts, which means the same amount of questions, but I have one product that Will did not have, and that is a windbreaker. Don't know what's gonna happen with that one. We'll do that at the end. But for now, we'll just do the shirts, the hat, and we'll see how this goes. And I'll answer some questions for you guys.
Favorite scooter company that's not your sponsor?
I think I'll definitely have to go with Glauber. For sure, Glauber is number one. Number one. What was your favorite place to visit on the Undialed tour?
Oh man, my favorite place to visit on the Undialed tour. Alright guys, so we just got all the shirts into a pile, wrapped up. But anyway, back to the question. So my favorite place on tour, that is too hard of a question. That's like saying, what is your all-time favorite food? I mean, I'm assuming most of you guys have some pretty good food over your lifetime, and there's not just like one food that's really the best. But if I had to pick one place that would want to go to right now, it would probably be the Netherlands. I just have such a great time there. Amazing skate parks. Eagles based out of there, so I really know people there. It's near Scandinavia, and Scandinavia is like another like top place. So it's a tie between Scandinavia, which is like Norway, Sweden, Finland, all the Nordic countries, and in the Netherlands. It'd be in between those. Those would be my favorite place on tour, definitely. All right, so right now this is turning a weird color. I'm not really sure what colors are gonna turn. I'm kind of mega bleach this, see what happens. What is Denmark like?
Denmark? Well, I think Denmark is a great place. I mean, just like everywhere else in Europe, we went there while it was really cold. So I guess I didn't fully get to experience Denmark or a lot of other places, but we did get to experience it during the winter, which is something that we did want to do, and we successfully did that. So, I mean, I feel like that's the only way I can answer that. But Denmark was amazing. We were there for 2 weeks, and we got to see Copenhagen. I will say it was really great, and thanks to AJ Scooters for getting us out there and giving us a sick tour. So can't thank them enough for that as well.
Thank you, AJ.
Proto or TSI?
Proto or TSI? That's a tough one right there. You know, I'm not a huge fan of proto decks myself. You know, I've tried a few. I feel like they feel like the opposite of a district. They just feel very rugged. I don't know. TSI decks just don't feel very rugged. I don't know. I would have to go with like certain parts with certain companies. So TSI for the decks, but Proto has good wheels. Then I would have to go with like a TSI fork because their forks were sick, and then a Proto SCS for sure. Proto SCSs are dank. Then I'd go with the Proto headset and Proto bars, and neither of them make grips. So that'd be my complete scooter if I had to go Proto or TSI. The shirt's looking nice.
It's like taking my skin off.
Clayton, will you ever be street?
Will I ever be street? Well, I came out with a video not too long. Well, actually, no, it was like 3 years ago when I was on 5-star, and it's I have a lot of street riding in it. Pretty much park and street at the same time. In reality, I'm a scooter rider. Everyone's a scooter rider. We all have a good time. That's my take on that.
All right, so the next question is, how does it feel to be so influential to the kids? And honestly, it is such like an insane feeling. Like just the fact that kids like look up to me as a scooter rider first off, and then as a person. I don't know. Like that's like it doesn't feel real. It feels like something that other people have, but not yourself. And just the fact that I guess I do have it myself, it's just like a very, very strange sensation. And I feel like I have like responsibility. As dumb as that sound, like I feel like I can't be as wild or as reckless as I want to be as like a person because I have kids like watching me. But you know, it's just like a super humbling feeling, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, honestly. Is the scooter community better or worse since you started riding?
Is the scooter community better or worse than when I started riding? Well, when I first started riding, there was like only one other scooter rider, really. I guess two. You could say that my friend Justin and another one of my friends, Slater, Wolfcow. Like we were pretty much the only scooter riders in Amarillo, Texas, because I grew up in Amarillo, Texas. I don't know if that's on there, but I'm answering that now. And we were pretty much the only scooter riders, and so I really didn't know much about the scooter scene to begin with because I just wasn't really in it. I was just riding for fun and just slowly trying to get my name out there and all that good stuff, going to contests in Dallas. So pretty much the only like scene that I knew of was in Dallas, Texas. But I mean, other than that, I didn't really know much until like I met Will, and then Will kind of taught me everything about the scooter community. So I guess not much has changed since I've learned about it. So the scooter community is great. Everyone's great. All the pros are great. All the tricks that are going down recently are insane. It's just Scootering is gnarly, I will say. It's the greatest sport on earth. How long did it take you to learn a tail whip?
All right, so the next question is, how long did it take me to learn how to tail whip? And this is a funny thing that a lot of kids actually ask me. So it took me forever to learn how to tail whip, honestly. I learned how to 360, bar spin, and bar twist all before I learned how to tail whip. I don't know, tail whips were just like a really hard trick for me. They were just like a difficult one. It was just like something about the deck going around when my feet weren't there. It was just a tricky one on my mind. So it probably took me like 2 months to learn how to tail whip, like consistently. I landed a few in between, probably like a 3-week span, but to like fully learn them, it took me like 2 months. Since you have red hair, do you have a soul?
All right. Well, since I have red hair, do I have a soul? No. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that redheads don't have souls. That's just how it is. Come on, man, get your head in the game. But nope, no soul here. If you guys want to let me borrow one, or maybe you've seen it somewhere, I have an ad on Craigslist and on eBay, so because you're helping me out, while also helping you out, because maybe me with a soul might make, I don't know, maybe I'll become a different person. Who knows? I don't know, maybe I gain weight from it. Comment below what you would think if I had a soul. If I had a soul, what would happen?
Alright, so I got asked what is the best indoor skate park in the UK, and I'm going to have to say the best skate park, well, indoor skate park in the UK, would definitely have to be Corby Skate Park. That skate park was like unreal. But another really, really good skate park that I have like an awesome time at, that every time that I go, is definitely Rampworks. Rampworks is such a sick skate park. So in my mind, it's kind of a tie between Rampworks and Corby, but if I had to go somewhere, I'd go to Corby because it's way bigger, obviously. But Rampworks has like the sickest people that work there. So it's really just a tie. What was your favorite skate park on the European trip?
My favorite skate park on the European trip? No! Party foul. I have no idea. We rode some insane skate parks, I will say. I think Street Dome in Denmark was insane. That park was nuts. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we barely even got to ride that park. We only had like a couple hours to ride it because there was rain. And we went there out of our way before we were gonna go to a stop, but we just didn't have time to really ride it because everything was wet. And that kind of sucked. Gosh, Corby was amazing. I'm just trying to think. There was parks I went to and I was like, oh my gosh, this is one of the greatest parks I've ever ridden. Oh, the park where I hurt my foot in Denmark. That park was so fun. It would actually surprise you guys. A lot of the skate parks that we rode that we had the best time at were actually the smaller skate parks. Just because I don't know, I feel like smaller skate parks have more to them. There was this park in Sweden we rode. It was so small. It's like one of the smallest skate parks I've ever been to. But they did so much with the park, and they used literally every inch of the area that they had, and it was just so much fun. That park was so sick. The bigger skate parks were honestly not even my favorite skate parks. It was my favorite skate parks were the smaller skate parks that we rode in little towns and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just sick.
All right, so a kid asked, who has more siblings between me or Clayton? And you guys are gonna hear a sad story. We're both only children.
So it's a tie.
We would literally neither of us have brothers and sisters. I think that's one reason why we're so weird, definitely. Yeah, he's getting bleach in his eyes. He skipped drinking it tonight.
All right. What is my favorite TV show? Well, I don't watch much TV. I watch a lot of Netflix. So if I were to say what my favorite TV show is, would probably be Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Family Guy, South Park. Parks and Recreation was a really good show. Oh, Stranger Things was really good. Off the top of my head, that's all I can think of. Back in the day, I rocked, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, That's So Raven. I watched that stuff. Everyone watched that stuff. Come on, bro. Oh, iCarly, Drake and Josh. Those right there were some solid shows.
All right, so the next question is, what is your dream trick? My dream trick? Ooh, that's a tough one. Watch my next edit. How long did it take you to learn finger whips?
How long did it take me to do finger whips? I don't know. I know it took me a while to do heel whips. It took me a couple years to learn heel whips and bar spins. I just couldn't do them. I just like could not do them. So, but finger whips, I don't know. I think if I'm right, like I kind of just messed around with them for a little bit. It was me and my friend Ashton, because I used to ride with a bunch of bikers as well, because there wasn't any like really scooter riders in the area. So my friend Ashton was like, "Yo, dude, you should try you should hit it with your hand, do like a hand whip thing." And I was like, "All right, I'll do a hand whip thing." And I think it took me like a week or so to land it, and I ended up landing it, and now it's like, I would say, well, I guess it depends on the day, but it's one of my favorite tricks. So if you didn't know, Bleach is very strong, and the whole time Will was doing his shirts, my eyes are burning, and we opened up all the windows and doors, but my eyes are starting to come back, so if I start crying, probably she'll know why. How do you feel about albino chicken tenders?
How do I feel about albino chicken tenders? You know, what does a non-albino chicken tender look like? If chicken is like a chicken tender is usually white inside, does it make a non-albino chicken tender like black inside? The world may never know. If you weren't riding scooters, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't riding scooters, in high school, I was like a field goal kicker. I've answered this like in other Q&As, but I feel like this is like a different question. But in high school, I was a field goal kicker, and I had like scholarships to like colleges like Texas Tech and University of Texas and Oklahoma State and stuff like that. And I just didn't really like my coaches. Like my coaches were just not supportive and all that stuff. But I was like scootering at the time, going to the skate park and all this stuff. So I really like I just wasn't really feeling football. So I stopped playing football. Pretty much started going to the skate park full time. And I guess that's probably what I would be doing if I wasn't going to the skate park. Is I'd probably be playing football for a college right now and being really aggravated and super stressed out because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the rest of my life. So that's what I would be doing at this very moment. But instead, I have a house in California and living my dream. So, would you rather have read the Apple terms and conditions once a day for the rest of your life, or only listen to Nickelback for the rest of your life?
I would definitely, if I had to choose between reading the Apple terms and conditions or, what was it?
Listen to Nickelback for the rest of your life.
Or listen to Nickelback for the rest of my life. I would definitely choose to read the Apple's terms and conditions, because after probably like 1,000 days, I would have that whole thing memorized, and if anything at all happened on the iPhone, I would know. I would know, and I would sue. What is your favorite street trick?
What is my favorite street trick? Okay, actually, so whenever I ride street, like whenever I ride spots and go out riding, if there's, I honestly prefer gaps over anything else. So if I'm riding a gap, normally what I'll do is I'll like double whip it first, just to get like a solid trick on the set. So like if you guys ever go and watch my my Clayton Lindley full part, you'll probably be able to tell that I really like double whips and truck drivers, because that's kind of what I would do. Is I would like double whip it, and then I would like really want to truck it, because at the Austin Street Jam in, I want to say 2013, I think, I tried to truck a 18 set. I double whipped it first. So I guess you could say my favorite tricks are double whips and trucks. What is the key to becoming the best rider you can be?
So the key to becoming the best rider that you can be is definitely patience and finding who you are as a rider. Like not trying to like become somebody else, but just like trying to find out who you are as a rider, because you will never reach somebody else's full potential if you're trying to be like somebody else, but you can reach your full potential if you like just be yourself and just do your thing and not worry about others. So that's my tip of advice on that question.
Logan Paul or Jake Paul? I would say, well, I feel like I'm not supposed to answer this question because of the bleaches just rolled off. Seems like it's a bad luck charm. But between Jake and Logan, I feel like...
Hey, don't be bringing up any of that suicide stuff while we have bleach out.
Well, I think I'm going to have to. But I think between Jake and Logan, they've both messed up their fair share, but they're humans. So you do got to think that as well, because everyone makes mistakes. You've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. Your parents have made mistakes. Your grandparents have made mistakes. The police officer that pulled you over the other day, he's made mistakes. So, I mean, either way, I don't know, actually. I feel like if out of the two, I probably would prefer Logan, but yeah, probably Logan. Would you rather sack on a rail or faceplant from sticking on a rail?
Oh man, would I rather sack a rail or faceplant from sticking on the? Am I faceplanting the rail or am I faceplanting the ground? Because I faceplanted a rail and it wasn't that bad. It just left a stupid mark. But I have yet to nut myself on like a real handrail. I've done it on like stupid little rails, but I've never done it on like a real like street handrail. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd probably go face planting. I've never really get that hurt when I face plant. So, yeah, for now, I usually don't get hurt, so I'd probably go with face planting because I want kids. My mom wants grandkids, so I have to keep the family name strong and continue this string of white trash bullies. That's why. How long did it take you to learn how to flare?
Okay, so for everyone that wants to know how long it took me to flare, I have a video of me learning how to flare. It's on YouTube. The whole experience of me trying to flare is on my Clayton Lindley account. So if you've ever seen the 270 Buttercup video or the Decade Front Flip video, it's actually on that channel, and I think it's just Clayton Lindley Flare. I think. Yeah, it's something like that. But it's on that channel. So go through, find it. If you guys want to watch it, I think it's good. I haven't watched it in a long time, but it was pretty sick. But basically what happens is while I was trying it, I basically tried it from like a spine to like the top of a box. And it was like 2 hours from my house. Is in this place called 19. It's in Lubbock, Texas. Or it was in Lubbock, Texas before it closed down. So Tony, if you're watching this, miss you, man. Miss 19. But so I like tried it off the spine onto a mattress, and then I just kept trying to get around, and then finally there was like a quarter to bank, and then I just went and just hucked it on the quarter of the bank, landed it 1 foot first try, and then landed the second try. So probably took like hour and a half in total to land everything, of like me setting up the mattress and trying it, and then trying to get the balls to try it to wood, and then and then after I did the quarter bank, I did it first try on a quarter. So we got a hat, and then we're busting out the windbreaker, which I'm hyped for. Who knows what's gonna happen? I think nothing's gonna happen, but
Next question.
if you illegally download movies in the Caribbean, does that make you a pirate of the Caribbean?
If you download movies in the Caribbean, does that make you a pirate of the Caribbean? Only if you do it on a boat. My final shirt.
The next question: do I like garlic bread? And yes, I actually love garlic bread. I got a whole 3 loaves of full garlic bread the other day, and I left it in the oven for too long, and it completely burnt. That was actually like 4 months ago, but close enough.
But I still got hats. All right, next question.
All right, what is the worst injury you have ever witnessed?
Oh man, the worst injury. Do you know something, Ricky? Did we watch like a stupid injury together?
BTs.
So the worst injury that I've ever watched on a scooter would have to be Brenton Taylor's inward to knee destruction at the San Diego Street Jam. Jared Allison falling over that rail at the San Diego Street Jam the previous year. Or some kid getting really wrecked at Woodward. That'd be probably one of them, yeah.
So with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally just dump it and see what happens. Because I really like the way that Will's turned out. It looks really sick, so I'm going to kind of copy that.
My favorite deck that I've ever had of all time would have to be like the deck that I had the most memories on, or like the best riding deck. That'd be the one. So I'll do both. The best riding deck that I've ever had or like felt when I like got on it, I was like, oh, this deck would probably be my Phoenix Reventon, like my first one when I first got it. That deck was so good when I first stood in it. Like, oh, it was 4.25. That felt so good. By what was it? I think it was 20 long. It was really good. You can go actually watch my scooter check on that. Go type in Will Cash and scooter check, and you'll see it on my old YouTube channel. And then my current favorite deck would probably have to be the new district deck that I'm running. I actually really enjoy that new district deck that I have. Like, I was kind of skeptical of it, but it's so good. It's so bomb. Like, I'm not even saying that because I'm non-district. I'm saying that deeply from my heart. The deck is really good.
Yo.
Alright, I'm taking off these gloves.
The real experiment's about to start. I guess it's gonna determine whether you can do it at your home or not, which, okay, first of all, thank you guys for buying these. The smalls are completely sold out, and that's absolutely insane. I know a lot of you guys don't know, but these are available on the website. They're $60. It has been lifted. We're about to lose a lot of bleach. There it goes. It is now a river of bleach.
We'll see you in the morning. Alright, it is currently the next day, the next morning, and we're gonna show the shirts. A lot of these shirts, either nothing happened or like they got too bleached, so let's get into it. The gray ones, nothing really happened. I don't really understand why it didn't happen. I feel like the only thing that changed is this turned like a little bit green.
And the tag.
And the tag kind of faded away. Alright, so the first shirt we got is the gray undialed. Nothing really changed that much. The next one we have right here was one of the teal shirts. This one also, I feel like going the mess up one. I think we added too much bleach to it, so it's kind of a white lit shirt now with like a blue streak down the back. Yeah, there's this one. Right here, this one turned out super, super sick. This one is dope. It's one of the black shirts. But yeah, these are the shirts that we have.
Alright, you thought the video was over even though you're 25 minutes through?
Nope. The video is still going on. And basically, what happened was, as I was showing you the shirts earlier today, well, a few of them didn't turn out very cool. So what we gotta do is we're gonna tie-dye them. All the ones that turned out kinda weak, I'm gonna tie-dye them. So, I got my 3 colors right here. I got my tonic pink, ocean deep blue, dehydrated pea yellow. These are the 3 colors that we're gonna be using. So, the shirts that I have is all of the gray shirts. The rest of them, you'll see me as I go through. But the first one, I'm gonna do right here. This section of the video is gonna go by pretty quick. We pretty much answered all the questions already, so this is just kind of a little bonus. So stick around to the end of the video where you catch us tomorrow morning showing you like all of the final completed shirts. We've made a full tie-dye video before, so I'm not really gonna go into it like I didn't go into how to bleach it earlier. So if you wanna watch the full tie-dye video, make sure to go to the description, click on that. You just take it in the middle of the shirt, twist it up like I did with the bleach until it's in a vortex of a shirt. So basically when it's like this, you're gonna get some rubber bands, bam. So there's my shirt and a nice little bun. My gloves are still farting. Basically, I'm gonna start just dyeing this shirt. I think it should turn out really cool.
Stain proof.
Bam. All right, so that's it for this shirt.
Oh, mamacita, let's go. See you tomorrow morning.
It is currently the next morning, but for the second time. Basically, all the shirts are complete. They look dope. And I'm about to show them to you guys right now because I'm sure you guys are super curious. Here's the windbreaker right here, but I'm saving that one for the end. So there's gonna be a section on the website for the shirts that actually got a hole in it. So there's a few shirts with a little bit of holes, like and they're tiny holes, but they're gonna be super discounted shirts. So if you do want an undialed shirt, but you're like, I don't wanna spend a lot of money, this is the shirt for you, and it'll be one of a kind. And there's free shipping. So you get a sick, one of a kind shirt with a hole in it for free shipping. So you have really no reason to go onto undialed.co and pick up your order today, right now, because it's live. All right, so we have the first shirt up top. This is a teal shirt with white. This next one right here, this one also has a hole in it, so this one is gonna be discounted as well. The next shirt that we got right here it was the dark blue shirt. We bleached it. We didn't add any tie-dye to this shirt, so this is just how it came out. I think it looks super dope, so stoked on this one. All right, so we got the same style of shirt right here. This was just a blue one, but it turned like this really cool purple and like violet and pink. So this one's super sick as well. Going on to the next shirt right here. This is another teal and white shirt, or it was an all teal shirt, but this one once again is this one does not have any holes in it, so it is not going to be discounted. So if you want that shirt that I said at the beginning of the video without holes, here it is. Same thing for the next one. Oh man. All right, so this shirt right here, this one is super sick. We basically took a black shirt, bleached it, and it got really, really tan. So what do we do to fix the tan? Well, we tie-dyed it on top of bleaching it. So it looks so cool. Like, I'm kind of jealous of this shirt, to be honest. There's like pink up in the sleeves, pink, blue, and then just like these super dark areas. I don't know. I'm so hyped on this shirt.
It's the only shirt like this.
And it's the only shirt like this. So, all right, so the next shirt we have right here is a dark blue shirt that we over bleached it. So we added, once again, some tie-dye to it, and it looks so good. Like, I'm so stoked on this shirt. Super good. Same thing for this shirt down here.
Boys, we got more shirts. There's a bunch of these actually, a bunch of small, and it goes like that. Ooh, damn. Ooh, boom, boom. Oh, that one looks sick. Boom. Is there one more? Oh. Oh, boom, and that's it. But luckily, all these shirts have the lit tag, so they are double the lit. Double the lit. We got the Undialed shirts. These came out dope. We got a 1, we got a 2, we got a 3. Oh, yeah, this one's gorgeous. 4, 5, 6, and 7 of them. We got 7 dope Undialed shirts, and these are the stitched ones. Get these on the website as well. We got 1 hat, we got 2 hats, we got 3 hats. I would hurry, basically get whatever you want on the website. We have a lot of product and a lot in stock, so you should be good. Last but not least, the science project of a windbreaker. The outside, let's observe the outside first. We got the inside. Oh my gosh. This is an abstract art piece of a windbreaker. Probably some of my best work. I have seen sculptures and stuff that look worse than this, so I guess you can consider it art. I consider it art. What a masterpiece. I know, right? But this is going to be online for $10, and it's a large. If you want it, it's $10. That's about it. And again, we have free shipping for the next 24 hours. And hope you cop some Undialed stuff, because we're not going to do a free shipping thing for a while. So make sure you cop some Undialed merch. We got some new stuff coming soon. It's going to be dope, bro. And subscribe, because we're trying to hit 100K. We're at like 82, 83. So let us hit that 100K mark. It's been a while. We just want that 100. And this video is really long, so bye.
Indica.